couple of those college kids. Hames, is it?
Yeah, they like Hames. And I wonder what promises they made him to get him to sign in Toronto instead of like Tampa Bay. Pretty highly touted college free agent. Sure, they told him he'd see some NHL action at some point.
You could be right, but that's an awfully big promise if that's true, and you're going to give him a spot regardless of how it shows in training camp. So we'll see. Is he in the lineup tonight?
Yep, third line center.
Okay.
Leafs got their lineup tonight. Like pretty.
They only have, I don't know, two home games, 3.
Yeah.
2.
And
so we saw Ottawa play all their regulars. Everybody plays the regulars at home. They don't like to play them on the road, and we're going to see this game, and I think Saturday. Are we doing the game Saturday?
We're doing the game Saturday. Yep. And
against Montreal, we'll see another. That's here in Scotiabank.
Yeah.
We'll see another strong lineup Saturday.
This lineup also has Cowan and Ben Danford. Now, you heard me last game while we were watching. I liked Danford. I liked his game, and then after the game,
could he be a sixth defenseman?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about yet, but he's.
They'll send him back.
Yeah, I don't know about yet, but I like what I see there, and I think they're showing him that they like.
He can
what's
be
coming here.
the new Lillick.
No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, better.
He
tougher.
models
He's
himself
tougher.
after Chris
Is he
Tanev.
tougher?
He says Tanev's his favorite defenseman.
All right. Hey, listen, we can only hope.
Liljegren's top pair I saw the other day at the Sharks.
So I think there's flexibility for kids to come in and make some noise.
Awesome. Be exciting.
And Nick Robertson.
How many goals this year, Borny? 30?
Age 25, like every year. Did it every year. I'm not backing off now.
Yeah.
When did 25?
Yeah. To me, he's.
I don't know if any are for the Leafs.
I still don't see him as a Brad Tree Living type of guy.
I have built the Leafs lineup, like I've sat there and made their lines, and there's almost no configuration where he's in. Like which one is he in? Like the year, we got Juan Joshua to have a defensive-minded, physical third line, and Nick Roberts. No chance. Okay, the fourth line.
Top line?
Yeah, that's the only thing. I was like, could he maybe?
Juan and Joshua are here to beat the Florida Panthers.
They are.
Correct.
And there's not going to be with Nick Robertson.
Is
on
Nick
their line.
Robertson in your lineup too?
So then your fourth line, it's like, hey, it's Scott Lawton now, and Lorenz you just committed to, and Kampf and Yarncroc and Cowan, and
We'll see.
We'll see.
Be
All
fun
right.
to talk about. Different.
there'll be lots of options.
Little cultural shift continues with the New York Rangers as they named JT Miller their captain.
They did.
No BS.
Surprised? Like, listen,
Yeah.
they brought him in for all the reasons in the world why he's JT Miller. So we shouldn't be too surprised here.
They're
that
like, we want that. Push your teammates in your face.
Yes.
That's what we want to be.
So what at times everybody in Vancouver thought was a liability is now an asset for the New York Rangers. And he's changed nothing about himself.
I don't care.
How can that be?
I don't know. I mean, we talked about how much did we talk about PD versus JT Miller last year? That was in our national hour. That had to be one of our biggest conversations that we talked about.
Number one. It was number one.
I haven't. Yeah, I think all three of us maybe have picked a side on this one in terms of who we'd rather have on our hockey team. JT Miller.
Yeah,
JT Miller.
We
JT
all
Miller.
want JT Miller, but he's also making $8.5 million, not $11.5.
Sure. I think there's a difference between having JT Miller and making him your captain.
Yeah, totally.
I think there's two very different feels about your team.
I think he's gonna have to.
He's going to grab Panarin by the collar, Zibanejad by
Yeah,
the
at
throat.
times if he thinks it's necessary, but there's also times when he's just gonna have to think outside.
Fun.
Yeah, and be.
That's a
and-
Zibanejad
like,
joke. That's pretty
You
good.
still got to be a little politically correct in a dressing room. You still have to be kind of wily and smart, and the things that he may have gotten away and said in the past in a dressing room can fly a little easier if you're not wearing the C, but if you are, then it's looked upon a little differently. I think he's going to have to change his ways a little bit inside that room on picking his spots.
Yeah. You know, he's gotten older, and you get the chance at a fresh start, and you realize sometimes maybe you got to have a little softer touch with certain people. Maybe he gets there for them. They got some pieces in New York, but I guess if Shesterkin's great, they got at least one very good D pair in Gavrikov and Fox.
100th year for the Rangers, Kip.
I know.
It's a big deal.
Big deal.
They invited you down there yet for
100th
anything?
year.
I'm here, Rangers. Always love a trip down to the Big Apple.
Yeah, maybe we can take
That's
along
cool.
this
Are they
time.
doing? They got like a jersey.
Oh
or
yeah, they got
something?
big plans.
Oh, yeah, they got 100 different jerseys that they're
Huge
going to
plans.
wear and all that stuff. But,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
You know, I heard a crazy
We'll see.
story this summer. That back in the day, the original Six Day, that they had like only a few owners owned all the 6 teams, and the Rangers were kind of treated like a farm system within the original 6. Like they didn't have as many cups, right, as like the Red Wings and some of those other teams that like really loaded
The
up.
Leafs.
So are you saying like 2 guys owned all 6 teams, or
Yeah, kinda. This is it's all coming in the book.
Who are these?
It's all coming in the book. The Norrises and the Wirtz. Anyway, I'll tell you more about it another time. This is not the time for that conversation, but I've got some historical info.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Thank you for that tidbit.
Yeah, there you go. So you were talking a little bit about the Atlantic, and you mentioned, you're like, oh, the Habs are going to be grabbing points, and the Sens are going to be, maybe the Sabres, maybe the Detroit Red Wings. You really believe that?
Habs talk.
Yeah,
Let's
I
have
do.
Habs talk.
I do.
Like, you think the Habs are not...
Demidov,
think-
Calder, Dobson,
Yeah, I like the Habs.
Norris vote.
I tell you what I don't like.
I think they're going to miss
is
the playoffs.
Miss?
Yeah.
What I don't like is Allmark's start to this season.
Oh, my
and,
God.
and
He was
it's like
ferocious.
we're like we're like 3 days in a training camp and 1 game in exhibition, and you're listening to Allmark talk about his 2 days. He was the worst player on the ice. And then he goes and plays the first period against the Toronto Marlies in an exhibition game. And like, he looks like he has no interest being in the net.
It reminded me of Jack Campbell. You know how hard he is on himself? Because you saw Allmark say, I've been like terrible in camp. It's been all bad. And then he goes in and plays that game and he's terrible. And it's like, why are you doing this? You don't need. You're really good. Just
But
goaltend.
you're also one of the highest paid guys on the team. You are a leader. Like, don't give your teammates that vibe.
Also, just don't be trash. That's also an option too.
Like, it's okay to stink, but
Remember
it's
last year he was all
but
excited
just
about
saying
the
it's
horses
all-
coming out of the
Oh,
barn,
yeah,
the
yeah.
fresh grass.
It's all part of the plan.
I saw-
I'm getting
Yeah.
better here. This is
I'm
what
on the
training camp's
range. You're
for.
not even on the tee box yet.
I saw, like I said, I didn't watch much of your show on Sunday afternoon.
Heartbreak.
Sorry. But I saw the goal Nick Robertson scored, and he had his arm out,
Yeah.
and he was holding his arm out. I'm like, that looks exactly like when Pacioretty shot one past him in Game 6 to win that series.
Oh,
He was already doing his performative. How did I not get that move? And I only know that because of Valaquette. I texted Bally about it,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like, yeah, there it is.
That was a very Nick Robertson goal, like a
Yeah.
spot where you would not expect someone to hammer a one-timer
Hammered
from.
it in.
He's just loaded.